Hello, my name is Benedict, and my friend and family call me Bene. And this is my little corner on the web where I talk about knitting mostly. I live in France. I live in the north of Paris, near the stadium. And today there is a rugby match, so I don't know if we'll hear people cheering. Maybe France is winning. So it's been a month since my last podcast. I've got quite a few things to talk about today. So let's just start with what I'm wearing, what I am wearing. That's all I can do. So this is my second knitted sweater. I knitted it while we were still in confinement in 2021. This is the Felix pullover from Amy Christopher. I knitted it in Gilliatt in the colorway Amarante. I have 2 balls left of this yarn. It's beautiful. It's 100% wool, and it's gorgeous. It's a French company in the south of France. I think it's merino. Yes, it's merino, 100% merino wool. And my sweater is been in my cupboard for a few months, and it's a bit, but I like it. It's my second sweater, so I'll wear it anyway. Yeah, it's full of mistakes, but you know, learning and practicing and getting better. So I'll just start with what I'm knitting now, and because I talked about it in the last podcast, and I've knitted some things, but I'm not finished yet. And then I'll talk a lot about acquisition, because I've been to Berlin, Germany, with my husband and children. It was great. It was very, very cold. It was snowing, but it was gorgeous, and I bought some yarn. Not a lot, but I bought a little bit of yarn. And then last week I went a bit crazy and I bought a lot of yarn, and you'll see the colors. It's very funny. I bought only the same color. And I bought as well some books, knitting books. So let's start with what I'm knitting now. So I've got 3 projects on my needles. I'm trying to finish my last sock. It's for my husband, so it's quite big. It's Christmas, but it's Christmas vibe. I know. It's slow, but it's my first ever sock, and it's done, and it fits him. It's not blocked. And I'm finishing the second one, but he wants it quite high on the calf, so I have to knit more. But I need that on my way to work, so I just do a few rows and not every day, but it's okay. So this is my first work in progress. Then I have 1 cardigan and 1 sweater. The first sweater that I'm going to show you, you will all know it. It's a Lento sweater from Jonna Hietala. It's the knit I knit that in front of the film, in front of the TV. So I don't like to knit the sleeves at the end, so I knit the sleeves first. And for this sweater, I knitted 2 sleeves at the same time. So I'm nearly done with both of them. I'm knitting them straight, and then I'll decrease at the cuff. I did a folded collar, and I still have to knit the body. It's very light and very soft. I think it's going to be warm too. I knit it in Woolyknit. It's a cone in the colorway Deep Forest, and in Tilia, Filcolana Tilia mohair in the colorway deep green or forest. It's you can see that it's quite close. So I'm knitting that night when I'm tired and I don't want to think too much about my knitting. If I have yarn left from the cone, I'll show you what I would like to knit next in the same color. First, I thought I'll do petite knit sweater, the beginner one, the first sweater. But I think it's too close to the Lento, so I thought of somebody else and I thought of some other designer, and then I have to challenge myself to not to knit petite knit design all the time. Oh, I forgot to tell you that the sock is from Andrea Maori. But I said it each time, so anyway, if I forget something, you'll see it on the screen or in the description box below the video. Then a very, very funny, very wild knit. It's a patchwork cardigan from Lara Dalgarde. So it's intarsia. It's my first attempt at intarsia, and I've knitted the first panel of the back. Show it to you. In drop silk mohair in a lot of colors, and in knitting for olive merino. So, and this is the yellow, this is chaos yarn. So at first I was very attracted to this cardigan because I love the yellow and the green color, but as I was knitting, I fell in love with this part of the cardigan, the dark blue, light blue, rusty color, brown, and I think it's very nice. And I'm not sure that the pink and the yellow really fit the rest. That's more autumnal kind of color. They are more autumnal kind of color. But I think that as I will knit all the other blocks, it will just mix together. Now I'm knitting the second. I'm doing a mess. I'm making a mess. Trying to speak better English. I'm knitting the second panel of the back. So you'll see that it's very, very interesting because it's the same color that the first panel, but it's not in the same order, so you just have a different feel. So this is the rust and the brown, and then all around it's just a very light gray. It's very soft, it's very drapey, and it's a funny knit because it's just knit and purl, so you don't have to be very focused on the panel, on the on the pattern. You don't have to read it all the time, so you can relax. But at the same time, you are quite entertained with the change of colors, and there is the intarsia in the middle, so you have to be a bit focused at the same time. So it's a nice pattern because you have the relaxing part of just knitting and purling and not really focusing, and then at some moment you have to focus to do the intarsia, and then you have to a bit of suspense to wait for the change of color and see how it will mix together. The only very more complicated part is to deal with so much yarn at the same time. So because you have 4 balls of everything at the same time all the time, and you see I'm not very good at that. But except from that, I recommend it. I'm doing I think size 3, and I'll show it to you again. I'm very proud of myself. I think it's gorgeous. It's not a cardigan that I will wear every day. But I mean, it's such a statement, no? I really like it. So that's what I'm knitting now. I want to custom all the things, and I'm just refraining myself from doing it. So I'll switch to. I think I'm going to switch to acquisition because I have a big bag of new yarn and books. So when I was in Germany, I was still in between my pink phase and my green phase. So I bought this yarn and this yarn. I talk about this yarn first. So this was I have 2 daughters, and they pick yarn and they want me to knit something for them. So my older daughter, she chose Malabrigo Arroyo in the colorway 684 Chameleon. Say chameleon, you see how you pronounce it in your own language. So I think I'm going to do a slouchy hat, but not right now. And then I wanted to buy yarn that I would find difficult to. I wanted to buy yarn that I couldn't find in France. But we were in Berlin, and I don't know what my phone did, what Google Map did. We walked for hours around the yarn shop, and we ended up in what's the name of the shop at the end. I mixed them because that was not my first plan. I didn't. Where did we go? Okay, I'll just take a few seconds because I look for it. Yarn to Yarn in Berlin, and in Yarn to Yarn they have a lot of yarn that I can find in France. They have Des Rerum Natura Gilead, they have La Bien-Aimée, they have Malabrigo, they have. So I thought, okay, what can I buy that it's not that I'll be happy to have as a memory. So I have bought Frida Fuchs handmade yarn from Berlin in the colorway Grün. And I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. and it's not. I don't buy yarn like that. I think I was a bit tired and overwhelmed. Normally, when I buy yarn, I have a precise plan for it. I know what pattern I want to knit. It's okay. It doesn't matter. I have time to find out what I want to do with it. And it's green. I was in my green phase. And then when I came back, I said, do you remember that I said that I shouldn't buy any more yarn? So I bought books about knitting. So first I bought this one, knitting pattern. Lento. First I bought it because thinking about this yarn, about Gilliatt Amaranth, because I saw this shawl and I thought, oh, I like it. But I don't have enough yarn to do full shawl, so I don't know how I'm going to. I have to think through that. But then I went through the magazine and there are a lot of lovely patterns that I really want to knit. There is this one too, with the cable on the sleeves. Really like it. But I don't have the yarn for this one, so I don't think I have, so I'm going to wait to knit this one. And they are all gorgeous. But I'm going to show you one that I really like too. This one, braided moss. And there is a sock pattern too. So when I saw this pattern, okay, I want to knit that. So that was one idea, and at first I was not attracted too much by this pattern, but I thought maybe it's the neckline. I'm not sure it would fit me, but I like it a lot. I saw quite a few other patterns on the web and they were very cute, so I think I'm going to try to knit it. So this pink one, I can't remember the name. What's the name? I'm sorry, I'm a very bad podcaster. What's the name? Nuage. It's in French. With a very sweet and romantic vibe in pink. But I was thinking maybe I could, if I have enough green yarn left, maybe because I'm nearly done with the sleeve, if I do a crop version of the Lento, maybe I'll have enough. If I don't have enough, I bought another cone in mallard blue from Woolyknit. At first I thought I was going to do the first sweater, but it's going down and down in my queue. I'll knit it eventually, but I don't feel like knitting it now. Maybe it's because it's for me it's like a winter sweater, and I'm not into winter now. I don't know. I don't have to do some very deep psychology. I don't feel like knitting it now. I'll knit it eventually. But I thought maybe I could knit the nuage sweater with that. Um, so in the book, I think there are like 5 or 6 patterns I want to knit, and so I'm just trying not to cast on anything because I have the yarn, I have the book. I could try, I could start, but I have a lot on my needle. I can't go further than three knitting project at the same time. Look at this beautiful cardigan from Rosa Pomar. So I bought this, and then just a few days after, I bought this one, and I just want to knit everything in it as well. So, I mean, you've seen it everywhere, no? Even the cover, even the color of the cover made me want to knit a pink sweater. I love every pattern. I mean, some are very crazy, like the one with the big sleeves. Um, Even if I really like it, I don't think I would knit it because I don't know if you've seen my other podcast, but I told you before that I'm disabled and I work with walking sticks. So for me, having like very deep uh, sleeve, it's it's unpractical. So, but I'll show it to you. This is the how is it called? What's the name of the pattern? Sorry, huh? The Xiao Mei cardigan. Look at the sleeves. So, um, what do I want to knit in this book? First, I'm going to knit the confluence sweater. I could have prepared a bit better my podcast and because I'm the confluence, yeah, and the Brian sweater or Brian's cardigan. So confluence. Um, it's a 2 different color sweater, very light. I like the detail of the cuff and the neckband, but at the same time, it's a very simple raglan cardigan. It's I don't know. It feels like summer or spring. So I want to knit that first now. I don't know if I'll wait. Look at the detail of the neck. So after having bought 2 books of knit of design, sorry, I'm struggling. I bought yarn because I was thinking about the pattern, which color I wanted to wear, do I have the yarn for it and all that. So, okay, show you my bag of yarn. Um, so for the confluence, Do you remember the sweater I knitted for my husband, the Hanslom sweater, the pink one, with like drop flora peach? And I told you I wanted the pink sweater, but I was not happy about the pink color, so I bought more pink yarn, and then I bought even more pink yarn, so that's what happened. So at first I wanted to knit the sweater for me with this yarn, Camarose Midnight Sol, in this gorgeous Lys pink color. But when I swatched with the drop peach, it was not doing justice to this beautiful pink. So I kept it because I have 8 balls. Then I found a pattern where you just need a sweater with 2 strands of this yarn, but I'm not sure I have enough to knit that. And then I thought, oh, maybe I could do that. I haven't swatched. So I was between buying Mondim in very bright pink, bright like the cover. They have a pink like that. And then orange mohair. And then I thought, okay, you have to be a bit reasonable. You already have 7 balls of pink mohair, so at least, I mean, try something. So last week I bought a few, I mean, quite a few balls of Mondim colorway 101. So if you don't know this yarn, it's from Portugal. I love all their yarn from Rosa Pomar. I've never knitted Mondim before. I've knitted Vovo, and the other one, the one I can't remember the name for the poppy cardigan for my daughter. This one is very soft. It's the other one was more rustic. It's 100% wool. I think it's fingering weight. And this one is baby alpaca. So I was thinking of swatching to try to do the confluence in those 2 colors. I think it's going to suit my color of skin. Okay. And then, or if I will rewind just before all of that, I had a lot of yarn to knit the half and half triangle wrap with stripes. So you'll see the color and you'll laugh at me. So I have this one. This yarn I bought in September. This. I'll tell you all the name afterward. This. What did I show you everything? I'm making a mess, but so all the colors. For the stripy version, you need 6 balls of yarn, but I couldn't choose and I didn't know. I was a bit depressed, I think, so I bought more yarn. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 different colors. So the turmeric yellow, the peachy pink, the sweet potato, rose granite, rose wool pink, and peony pink. So I'm all pink again, pink and orange. It's a perso linen quill. I cake the yarn. I think I chose the stripes, so I just have to start and knit it, but I'm not going to start and knit it yet because I bought another pattern and I bought more yarn. So I was my plan was to knit this summer, to knit this shawl for me, but then I saw on Instagram, I'll show you this pattern. Sorry, I don't know. My husband came back from the grocery store. So I saw this pattern and it's called the Sistere from Kirsten Rovetta. And when I saw it, I thought immediately that it would be a great gift for my work colleague, and I'm going to knit it for her. I'm a very slow knitter. Her birthday is in February, so I have to start early because I want to be sure that it will be done. It's a mixed technique of color work and intarsia, so I think I can do it. The yarn recommended in this pattern is the Farmer Daughter fiber, but it's a bit far for me, so I bought, and it arrived this morning, Holst Super Soft yarn. I tried to match the color and I show it to you. And then I thought, okay, if I need one for one colleague, no, her birthday is not in February, her birthday is in September. That's why I'm starting now. If I need one for one colleague, I have to need one for the other. So I bought yarn to make two shawls for my two colleagues, and I bought the pom pom because it's from the Pom Pom magazine. Which one? The winter one. The winter 2022. And there are some pattern in this magazine that I love too, but you know, because right now I have plans for like 3 shawls, 3 sweaters. So I have to calm down because I'm not going to knit so much during the summer. But I think that the planning and the buying of yarn is as fun as the knitting. I'm not worried, or it doesn't stress me to have a lot of yarn and a lot of plans, and I just, you know, my yarn is in boxes, and I have everything in my queue, and I have all my yarn in Ravelry, and I just knit one pattern after the other. So I think that what I'm going to do is finish my Lento because it's nearly done. Then I'll start the nuage because it's an easy knit, and then I'll start the shawl. My daughter. Pause. Okay, it's me again. So I'm going to I'm going to show you the yarn that I got for the shawl, the sister. Okay, so the main color is saffron. So it's all super soft, 100% wool. I'll show you. So the main color will be saffron, then almond, and then they didn't have black, and I don't really like to knit in black, so I picked a dark gray. It's Oxford. Okay, and then I don't know, for the round part, I'll show the, because I bought the Pom Pom magazine in the numeric version. I did it by mistake. I wanted the paper one, but I don't know what I did. So you see the round part. It's supposed to be a bit fluffy. It's supposed to be a bit like mohair, but I wasn't sure, so I bought this one. But maybe it will be too close. It's burnt orange, and it's Holst, but it's Titicaca, it's alpaca, it's not mohair. And I have this one too, in clementine. If I don't use it for this pattern, I already have Holst Titicaca, and I really like it. And I don't mind buying yarn in brand that I know, because I can just need a stripy version of something, and it doesn't matter. So I have, in this color, Titicaca, I have the blue, dark, no, petrol blue that I use for my husband's sweater, and I have pink that I also use for my husband's sweater, and I really, really like the softness of it. But if it's not working, I have mohair. I think maybe I'll have some leftover from this color, for example, um, from my cardigan, because I have a suitcase of yarn from my cardigan. So I'm not worried about. Sorry. I think I'm going to knit and see how it mixes, and then choose the color. I have more yarn because I plan to knit like 2 shawls, but I'll show I'll show the other colors on the next podcast, because it's like a far away plan. Maybe next month it will still be a plan. So we have time. I'll show you. I have shown you already a lot of yarn. So I think that's it. So in my next podcast, I think I'll have cast on the nuage and one shawl, but I don't know which one, or the half and half, or the sistere. We'll see. Okay, so that's me for today. I hope that you had fun watching so much yarn, and I'll see you next time. Bye.